We're gonna start with the AFC. In the AFC East, who do you have winning the division?
Well, AFC East, special place in my heart because, as you know, Anthony knows, but a lot of you probably don't. I'm a huge Dolphins fan, Miami fan.
Good.
Dad's from Miami, so indoctrinated at birth. I have my Canes hat here. So it pains me to say that the AFC East champion is going to be the Buffalo Bills.
I feel like that's a pretty
I
common choice.
I and as we go into the playoffs, I mean, I think this is the Bills' year. I mean, and bro, I'm not being biased. I hate Buffalo, I hate New York, and I hate New England. But I gotta be fair, and the Buffalo Bills are just offense, defense, special teams. They're just a sound team, and they're led by one of the hottest players in the NFL. So they are my AFC East champs.
So I also have the Buffalo Bills for obvious reasons. I think you go about as far as your quarterback takes you. And I think Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the division. I think he also has pretty solid O line.
Hey, don't sleep on James Cook too, the running back they got out of Georgia.
Yeah.
He's good out the backfield with screens and things like that. He's fast.
For the AFC North, I took the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson, he's kind of betting on himself for this new contract. And I really love that idea. I love the fact that he doesn't have an agent. He's doing it all himself with his mother. And they have a lot of young defensive players that I think can really make a leap this year. A lot of speed. Um, Receivers still a weak spot, but I mean, let's be honest, they never really had the strongest receiving core anyway. But if Lamar Jackson's betting on himself, I'm gonna bet on him too. So that's who I have.
I agree with a lot of what you said. I think Lamar Jackson is in this contract year trying to prove himself. Will he be in Baltimore after this year? Will he not? I think he's playing for a lot of that. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's going to have a great year. The running game's always strong with Baltimore. But I think the receivers are a weak spot, like you said. However, I'm going Cincinnati. I'm higher on the Bengals than a lot of people are. I'm a huge Joe Burrow fan. I think he just got it. I think he's special. Um, and I think that offense is just ridiculous. Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase. I mean, and they upgraded the O line, which was their big weak link. So I got the Bengals winning the division, but I would not be surprised if Baltimore pulls it out. I mean, as well. I just think Baltimore's schedule is a little bit tougher too.
Yeah. One thing about the Bengals is they have a couple like key defensive players, but I think defense for them is an issue. So
Corners are weak.
yeah.
Their safeties, they got Jesse Bates back there. They're decent. They drafted Dax Hill from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the middle of the defense too, the linebackers and those corners are a weak spot for sure. But I think just with that offense, they're going to win a lot of regular
High power
season
for
games.
sure. And I can't even disagree with the pick. I mean, it's a solid pick. AFC South next.
All right.
I think this is a pretty big dumpster division.
I agree.
There's not a lot to be happy about. If like there were division owners and I own this division, I'd probably cry myself to sleep every night. So for obvious reasons, I'm going to take the Colts with the addition of Matt Ryan. I'm not a huge fan of Matt Ryan, but I think he's definitely an upgrade from Carson Wentz.
I agree with that.
So I think it's their division to lose, especially since Tannehill had a pretty good season with Tennessee. It kind of fell off. AJ Brown couldn't stay healthy. They drafted a kid to replace him, but I see the Titans kind of going downhill from this point.
Bro, I'm with you on all cylinders when it comes to the dumpster fire division. I think the Titans are going to take a step back this year.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mike Vrabel, but the Tannehill honeymoon phase is over. Trust me, I've had 7 years with Tannehill. They drafted Malik Willis for a reason, and my one prediction I do have is he will see the field for the Titans sometime this year. But I agree. I think the Colts win the division. I think Matt Ryan has a bounce back year. I think he was kind of rotting in Atlanta. They just did not have a lot going on there. I think this is going to be a breath of fresh air for Matt Ryan, Jonathan Taylor, workhorse, and like you said, that defense is stout. 100% agree with you. Matt Ryan is a huge upgrade over Carson Wentz, and I think he's going to have a good year.
Yeah.
So I think they're one of my sleeper teams, the Colts. So I think they win the division.
The AFC West, it's really a powerhouse division, complete opposite of what we just talked about. And I'm taking the Denver Broncos with the addition of Russell Wilson.
Good pick. I have, again, strongest division in the NFL. I have all of them with winning records, but I think the Chargers are going to win that division. Justin Herbert's good, and that defense improved.
I see the Chargers underachieve every year, so I'm not buying in this time.
Bro, I hope so. I mean, listen, the Tua versus Justin Herbert thing, I hope he tanks, but I think this is the Chargers' year.
Yep, fair enough. And then the wild card picks, 3 of them this year. Thank you for reminding me because I completely botched it. I only had 2, but my wild cards in no specific order. I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to take the Raiders, and I'm going to take the Chargers. And I know I got 3 teams from the same division, but it's hard not to like that. I'm leaving the Chiefs out, but McCole Hardman can't catch a cold, and Tyreek Hill is gone. So I think that offense is going to struggle more. Maybe Mahomes is good enough to just power through, but in that division, I don't see it. I don't see it.
So I also have 2 more AFC West teams in the wild card spot. I have the Chiefs. I think Mahomes is Mahomes. And like you said, the team goes as far as the quarterback takes you. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. And until the Raiders or the Chargers or the Broncos show that they can beat Mahomes consistently, I'm going to keep picking the Chiefs. And this one was hard. I went back and forth, but I think Russell Wilson's going to pull it out. He's going to get in the wild card. And then my last spot, I have the Miami Dolphins. And this is based and listen, if you know me and you do know me, I don't pick the Dolphins to win anything.
No,
I'm always
their biggest critic, actually.
I'm the biggest critic, and when I tell you they suck for 20 plus years, they have. But this is all predicated on the fact that Tua steps up with this offense that we have. And I think he'll deliver, and they have my last spot.
He's got all the weapons to succeed. This is kind of, would you say, Tua's do or die season?
I mean, bro, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Mostert, Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, Gesicki.
Yeah.
Bro, improved offensive line. The defense, how they've been playing, Tua, it's time for you to step up. And I think he delivers. And if he plays up to his game, we're a playoff team. If we don't, we're what we've been.
Go to the NFC now.
Okay.
Starting with the NFC East, I'm taking the Eagles. The addition of AJ Brown, don't know if it's going to help Jalen Hurts more, but crazy take here, just throwing it in there. I think Gardner Minshew takes the reins by week 7.
Bro, I knew you were coming in with that one.
I think he does.
I got the same. I got Eagles close, edging out the Cowboys for the division. But Eagles have a lot of improvements, and I think Jalen Hurts plays decently enough to win the division. I don't think he's all world, but I think with the improvements on the offense, he'll take a step. So I have the Eagles winning.
For Hurts, I think it's a similar situation with Tua, where they brought in everything he would need to succeed, and unfortunately, I think he's going to underwhelm, and that's why I see Minshew coming in, because they had a lot higher expectations. Then we're going to go to the NFC North. Again, back to the quarterback. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. I really love the kid they drafted. I think he could quickly become his number 1 target. He's big, fast.
Christian Watson, right?
Yes, sir. Christian Watson. Yeah. He's just got everything you would want if you're a quarterback. Big catch radius, super fast. He's kind of like a walking mismatch. Now, if it translates to the NFL, we have yet to see. But if any quarterback can help him get there, it's probably going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Agreed with you. I got the Packers. The NFC is very weak. You got the top of the top, and after that, it's kind of bottom level teams. And this division is very bottom level. pack, and it's not. Aaron Rodgers is great, but their defense is going to be good, and I think they win a lot of games with their defense. It's going to be different this year with them, but I think the Packers are going to win the division.
The NFC South. And I'm a Bucks fan, everybody knows, but I'm also not biased. I do have us winning the division, even with the addition of Baker Mayfield going to the Panthers. But I think we just have the best all-around team.
I'm higher on the Saints than most. However, the Bucks are going to win the division. I mean, with Tom Brady, you're always going to be in it. And the Bucks defense is stout, front seven stout. Hopefully, the secondary can improve. I think that's been their Achilles heel, especially last year. I know the Bucks got hit with the injuries too, but I think the Bucks win this division. Again, I did this before the Panthers got Baker Mayfield. I think that adds a couple more wins, but I was very low on the Panthers and I'm low on the Falcons. They stink. So
yeah, they're poo-poo, man.
Saints, I'm high on. I think Jameis will have a decent year with the Saints this year.
I hope he doesn't. But so now the NFC West, I have the Rams. They added way too much to an already loaded roster. I mean, they got rid of Odell and added Robinson. And I think that, that's kind of like not even fair at this point.
Bobby Wagner too.
Yeah, and added, expertise at the linebacker position. Even if he's lost a step, it's still a Hall of Fame linebacker.
Yeah.
And, Van Jefferson is still there, young guy. They're just loaded, man. Loaded team.
Loaded, yep.
Offensively,
agree.
Defensively.
Yep, I agree. I got the Rams winning it. Another strong division. Seattle's going to take a step back because of Russell Wilson being gone. That's and they have no quarterback. Geno Smith, come on. So I think they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the NFL. But the Rams are awesome, like you said, stacked on all levels, offense, defense, special teams. So I got the Rams.
All right, and then let's shoot off these wild cards here. Wild cards, super unpopular, no specific order. I've got the Cowboys, I've got the Saints, and I've got the Lions.
Ooh, hey, I am high on. I think the Lions are going to be better than what people think. I don't think they're there yet, but they will be. The way that Campbell's building that team on the Lions. But I got Saints, Cowboys in the wild card, and my last spot is Kyler Murray pulling it out with the Cardinals.
Okay, yep, fair game. I just Jared Goff has a lot of talent around him, and last time he had close to this much talent, he actually made the Pro Bowl. So. Not quite as much talent, but it's pretty close. You got a lot of receivers. DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams is a very serviceable running back. Hawkinson, the emergence of Amon St. Brown. I think he's got a solid chance to start flipping the script on his narrative. Now for the way too soon Super Bowl picks. I'll go ahead and go first. I'm going to take the LA Rams. For obvious reasons out of the NFC, and for the AFC, I have the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge. I'm gonna go Bills, Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
In the Super Bowl, as much as that pains me to put them in there. And then I have the Green Bay Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers, and it's funny because they lose Devontae Adams, but I think their defense is going to be good this year. So Packers, Bills are my Super Bowl pick.
All right, and let's see if either one of us gets this right. I'm not willing to put my money on it though.
All right, so my offensive rookie of the year, I think he goes into a good situation. And I have Chris Olave from Ohio State, wide receiver. I love Olave. He was my favorite wide receiver coming out of the draft, and I think he's in a good situation. And Winston loves to throw the ball, so I got Olave.
All right, yeah, he definitely loves to throw the ball to the other team. No,
first 30 for 30 quarterback, right?
So for offensive rookie of the year, I have Breece Hall. I was super high on this kid. He's like the only active running back that has an elite spin move, and I just for some reason I love that. He's also got really good hands, and Zach Wilson has not had much talent around him, but they've done a pretty good job the last 2 seasons trying to add a little bit more. And I think Breece Hall is just going to be the perfect addition.
Too bad he's on the Jets, my friend.
Defensive rookie of the year, I'm gonna go with the guy who I think can have an immediate impact on one of my wild card choices in the Lions, Aiden Hutchinson. I just think he has all the skills necessary. Obviously, we'll see what happens if it translates and all that, but I just don't think he has a glaring weakness in his game. And I think he has the ability to kind of help elevate the defense from like bottom tier to not as bottom tier. I think he's going to have an immediate impact. You get a couple stops if he makes a couple splash plays a game here and there, that could result in some big time wins for the Lions.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that pick. Aiden Hutchinson is a bona fide stud. I think he's the most pro ready, I think, out of that defensive end crop. Kayvon Thibodeau is my pick from the Giants. I think talent wise, I think has a little bit more like natural gifts than Aiden Hutchinson has. He doesn't have the production that Aiden had in college, but I think he has the talent. And sometimes in the NFL, that talent can take you a little bit more, even though your production doesn't match in college. So I have Kayvon Thibodeau, but watch out. A sleeper for this is Jermaine Johnson, DN from the Jets out of FSU. He's a beast. So
Yeah.
I could see either one of them winning it.
Yeah, fair choices. And then last but not least, MVP for the upcoming season. I'm really, really high on the Denver Broncos, and I'm going to take Russell Wilson. I think he has a lot of talent. Albert O is a beast. I could never say his last name. I'm not going to try now. But
yeah, I got
I think he's going to be a good guy. They also drafted the tight end. I really think Russell Wilson is going to help take this offense to the next level.
But my MVP, I think it's just their year. I hate him, but he's coming out. I said this guy was going to be a bust, and I was proven wrong. My MVP this year is Josh Allen. I think this is the Bills' year, and I think he balls out.
All right, man.
So
it's a solid take. Josh Allen's a great quarterback. Thanks for joining me, Ryan. It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to do more with you.